today. From TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 18 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on Ryan Tannehill and the Tennessee Titans.
He originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They've certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason. And that can take you deep into January.
Riley Patterson has this one teed up, and off we go here from Jacksonville. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Tennessee offense, and you see Ryan Tannehill leading them out.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. They'll run it again with Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. A dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Now on 4th down, here's Ryan Stonehouse to punt for Tennessee. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Now Etienne to start the drive. And he's got room. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the left side with Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Jaguars get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Give them 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
These two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So a win here in Jacksonville would give them the season series.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Now he's able to take it across midfield.
The red challenge flag making an appearance. Doug Peterson not liking what he saw there. Get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining.
He's going to air it out deep for Woods. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. So problems with Aaron passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
The sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
And all the way down to the 22-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Another tote for Etienne.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
That tackle by Jeffrey Simmons.
We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Etienne.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Travis Etienne
with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Jaguars have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point try now for Patterson.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the gun, here's Tannehill.
And this one called in. Again, it's Hooper.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A first down carry for Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
Tannehill on target to Burks.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40. Henry up the middle. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
2nd and 11 at the 41.
Tannehill now to throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now it's Tannehill. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Woods. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The kick by Crosby is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
They'll look to ETN to start things out.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
And they'll go again with ETN.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down.
The Jaguars at 15-1 on the year. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Boy, 196 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things.
And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. On first down, Tannehill. It's complete, Burks. To throw again on second down, Tannehill. He's got Hooper on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Inside handoff, Henry. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Foye Oluokun finding his way to the ball for a stop. A tackle for loss. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. To throw is Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Open man is Burks, and he's got him. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 14. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. Here's Tannehill. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The kick by Crosby is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And they'll return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. So it's all down to this, Week 18 on the NFL schedule. And that means that once we sort things out, we'll all be set for our 2nd ever Super Wild Card weekend, which I think everyone agrees was a runaway success last year. We've got 2 games coming up on Saturday, 3 more on Sunday, and then we'll put a bow on it Monday night. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Jaguars! Travis Etienne on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Boy, right, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. On first down, it's Tannehill. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, Henry. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. From just shy of midfield, Tannehill. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Third and 2, Tannehill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throwing on second down. Tannehill, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed they will keep possession of the ball. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career.
And now the kick short, but this is a live football picked up in the end zone. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. So we hit that.
Hey, we get it. No time to waste. Playoffs starting next week. We skip right over halftime and get back to the action. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And you can see they'll be the AFC South representative, but for the moment at least, they'd still need to host a wild card game in that first weekend, but not the worst thing in the world.
No, not at all, and you and I both know this about this division. It's been wide open and extremely competitive, and it was again this year. So for a team to come away with the division title and get to the playoffs, you know they'll be battle-tested for their run in January and into February.
Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. It's Kirk. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Etienne once more. He will push his way down to about the 14. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Etienne will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Take it in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's trying to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Tannehill. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Devon Hamilton in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. On the return, here's Agnew. 54 yards on the punt there, 15 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10. At their own 43. They'll start on the ground, Etienne. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain, 2nd down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A give running right, Etienne. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
Handoff running left is Etienne.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Here's a give to Etienne.
Room here to run. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Travis Etienne,
47 yards.
And the Jaguars have taken a 5-touchdown lead. On the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. It makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto, and so the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Yeah, this is going to be a Titans first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Tannehill. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Former one-show Fabricasi able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield.
And he is going to pick up the Titans first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Now Tannehill.
And that's complete to Westbrook-Ikhine.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. Here's Tannehill. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. This is intercepted.
Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Well, with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Down inside the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the left side with Etienne. And some space here. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And quickly, they get to the line. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. Touchdown! Travis Etienne. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Patterson now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it was Travis Etienne on the touchdown reception capping the drive. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Tannehill. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he goes out right around the 39. And Tannehill finding Woods for the Titans' first down. They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack.
Tannehill intercepted again. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Foyesade and Lurican. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it?
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne taking it in from a yard out. And the Jags are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
From the 31, Tannehill. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down. Tannehill throwing again. Over to Hooper on the sideline. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Check down here for Henry. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. He's got Derrick Henry again. Back-to-back catches. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Throwing again is Tannehill. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Throw left side complete. That's Woods. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Foyesade and Lurican. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. That one looks like he'll throw here.
That would complete downfield to Kirk.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Another tote for Etienne.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
They'll run with Etienne.
Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Going for it. Here's Etienne.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Well, as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
At least they were running the ball on the final play instead of trying to throw it to rub it in, but they still got in the end zone. I can't blame that, though, defensively. They were just kind of not even willing to stop them.
Yeah, they had an opportunity, but I think they looked at the scoreboard and said it doesn't matter either way, and that probably affected them on that play, and they ended up giving up one more score.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Jags,
they finish off one of the best regular seasons of all time, 16-1, their final record.